Pickle, let's go to the hotline, and let's bring in the head coach of the China Spring Cougars, the new head coach. Tomorrow night, there in China Spring, he will make his head coaching debut. We are joined by Coach Tyler Beatty. Coach, how are you?
I'm doing awesome. How are you?
I'm excellent. How are things in beautiful McLennan County?
Oh, it's doing great. The weather's perfect. Sun's shining. We woke up this morning ready for tomorrow.
Tomorrow is a big day, but it's been a process to get here. I'm interested in now looking back over your first offseason as head coach there with the Cougars taking over the defending 4A Division II state champions. I'm interested in how you assess what you guys were able to accomplish this offseason getting prepared for tomorrow.
Yeah, it's been really, really good for us. We've got 37 seniors in the program, and allow them to grow and lead this group of guys in the spring was huge for us. We had to bring in some new coaches, and so as we went through that process, it's just been really good to see kind of everybody building trust along with one another and always climbing to get to that goal of just going 1-0 on the day.
So, you guys had the Mr. Texas Football Player of the Year last year in Major Bowden, and what an incredible player he was. I know on the field and the numbers really speak for themselves, but I know that he also filled a really important leadership role for you guys. He was a lot more than just the numbers and the plays. From your perspective, do you feel like that void, that leadership void that he leaves, has been filled by new guys? Do you feel comfortable with saying that you guys have some leaders that have stepped up?
So Major was by far one of the best leaders that we've ever had. He did a great job in all aspects of our program. But in kind of lieu of that, we've got some seniors that have stepped up. Mm-hmm. They played a lot of football, and they're kind of showing these younger guys that are having to fulfill roles from graduating seniors of the expectations and how we do things here at China Spring are different than other places. And we've got move-ins, and they're buying in and allowing our 37 seniors to do their job and let this be a player-run team and allowing us coaches to facilitate and help in any way. It's been really exciting to see.
Tyler Beatty, the head coach of China Spring, joining us here on Texas Football Today. Get involved in the conversation at #TFToday. All right, Coach, one of the guys that's going to be added to your team is the new quarterback, Cash McCollum, who his father joined the staff there. He had been the quarterback there at Wimberley. How has he kind of ingratiated himself to the program? How has he kind of merged with the program, and how different do you think this team is going to be with him at the helm?
Cash is an awesome kid. He came in from day one as we kind of ended up with summer, and he's just been in the locker rooms and absorbing everything from scheme and how we do things here at China Spring, but also the camaraderie he's built with the guys in the locker room. The guys have really accepted him, and we're really excited to see what he can do on Friday night. And obviously, him having some varsity experience all last season at Wimberley is a huge benefit that we have. And we're just really excited. I know our kids are fired up, and he's already kind of taken that role of leading our offense out on the field.
You guys you're taking over a program that I think it goes without saying doesn't need fixing. This is not a rebuild. You're taking over a state champion program. And Coach Brian Bell obviously did a fantastic job. The whole Bell family has done a fantastic job. How do you go about putting your own stamp on this program while also acknowledging that, things are going pretty well around here?
Absolutely, truly blessed. Everybody here in the China Spring community is so giving, and they know what China Spring football means, and everything from our 7th graders all the way to our seniors. And so, yes, being at the helm of China Spring football, it's I wouldn't say it's easy, because there are things that we needed to polish and clean up. Discipline was one of those, and it wasn't even necessarily what we did between the white lines. It was taking care of our attendance and our academics and our behavior of being the most forward-thinking and the best prospects that we can be here in China Spring to obviously benefit the community.
You are a defensive guy. You were promoted from your spot as the outside linebackers coach last year. I'm interested. Last year y'all's defense was such an integral part of what you did. I mean, as much of the headlines as maybe Major and the offense got, the defense was really what stood on its head a lot of the year. Do you have a feeling quite yet on how this defense may be different from last year's defense?
Obviously, we got some new faces. Having to replace Dawson Exline and Keith Jimney at the 2 bookends has been a chore and a challenge for us, and we've got guys that have stepped into those roles. But as far as a returning letterman, our defense has the most, and we've had to move some guys into some different positions. And I think we're going to be very solid up front, just as we were last year, led with Greg Salazar and Jalen Trotter. But then we've got our linebackers, Tristan Exline, and we converted Jacob Mott to an outside linebacker. And we've also got Trey Hafford there in the back end. So we're really excited to see what they can do and, allow us to get the ball back into our offensive hands.
This is a team that I think obviously last year you had a number of breakout players, guys who weren't necessarily household names that became household names by the time that the year was over. Is there somebody lurking on your roster that you want to give us a little hint toward that you think could be in for a big year that maybe we don't know about yet?
So Jaden Davis, he was a backup running back, outside linebacker for us. I think he's going to have a really big year for us. He still has roles on the offense as well. He's leading the linebacker position in the loss of Braden Faulkner in this past season. So we're really fired up about Jaden. He's worked really hard, and I know that he's really excited about the opportunity.
Tyler Beatty of China Spring joined us here on Texas Football Today. All right, so let's talk a little bit about your opponent tomorrow, the Lorena Leopards. You guys are, believe it or not the only state champion in your first game. You guys, Brian Bell left you a real nice, you didn't have to schedule this game. This is not
I know. And in my time here, Lorena has been on the schedule, and everything that they do over there with Coach Biles and staff and those kids, it's nice that they're in close proximity, and we've got kids on our campus that know them, and it's just kind of become a rivalry for us, and our kids feed off of it. I know theirs do as well. So we weren't necessarily seeking for defending state champions. We scrimmaged Franklin early on, and now we got Lorena, and we're excited because in our eyes, in order to be the best, we've got to play the best, and we've loaded our preseason schedule, and then our district schedule is a gauntlet as well. So it's going to be a task for sure, but we will know very early on as to what kind of team we got and be able to respond to adversity.
Don't want to ask you to give away your game plan, but when you take a look at what you guys are going to be up against tomorrow night, what do you see?
We're obviously going to need to take care of the football. That's going to be huge for us, and be able to put drives together. And then on the defensive side of the football, we've got to find a way to keep Jaden Porter in check and then rally to the football, putting pressure on their quarterback, and then obviously scoring in the red zone. And we've got Thomas Barr, senior kicker, who's phenomenal for us. And so being able to get away with points on every drive is going to be huge.
And finally, Coach, tomorrow is obviously a big day for the China Spring community, a big day for Texas and stuff, but it's also a big day for you. Your head coaching debut down there at China Spring. You're going up against a guy going for win number 201. You're going for number 1. I'm interested, have you given thought to what you think tomorrow night, maybe around 7:29 p.m. is going to be like for you?
What I've been saying since Monday is I'm just ready for 7:30. I'm ready for this ball to get in the air and let's get after it. But no, it really hasn't sank in yet. The logistical process of putting everything together is basically done, and we're ready to get out there. We've got a heck of a coaching staff that is super supportive and instrumental in all the progress that we continue to make here. But the butterflies are going, and we're just ready to get out there. Our kids are so excited. They're ready to finally play for keeps and get this thing going.
He's Tyler Beatty. He's the new head coach of the China Spring Cougars. Follow him on Twitter at @thecoachbeatty. Coach, really appreciate your time. Congratulations again on the new gig, and go get him tomorrow night.
Thank you so much, Tup.
There he goes. Tyler Beatty, head coach, China Spring Cougars. Join us here, Texas Football Today. There will be an 0-1 state champion tomorrow.
Yeah.
Which is, that's great. I think it's great, and I think from what I understand, and he would know it better than I would, but he mentioned the rivalry. I think there's a lot of mutual respect between these two programs.
Oh, yeah.
That, and I think they want to play each other because they know they're going to challenge each other. And it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a fun game. I think it's going to be a fun atmosphere. China Spring, I think it's going to be a wild atmosphere there for the fans. First time they get to see the team as state champions and stuff.
For a fact that out of a neutral game perspective in the greater Waco area, I guess you would consider, that's the game that you're going to.
I totally agree. So, anyway, we appreciate Tyler Beatty, who's a little busy these days, but we appreciate him taking a little bit of time to chat with us.